and it's crazy. Your opportunity.
We just go to them and mention our solution for this problem. And from this, we just built a partnership. Events are very good for us to get leads. Just to have people to speak to in person. It's not the right thing to only use AI for content creation, for example, but always use your human mind. Of course, it's very important to always keep your USPs in mind. What makes your company different and your software special and different from all of the other loads of AI companies emerging right now.
Hello and welcome to WeMarketers Podcast. I'm Andrew and my today's guests are Leontien Rutenfrans and Rebecca Hornig from Textmetrics. Today we're going to talk about B2B marketing strategies for AI writing platform. Leontien, Rebecca, happy to have you today. Given that your platform is tailored to overcome bias in texts, tell please a little bit more about your AI platform and your role as marketers within Textmetrics.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having us. Textmetrics is a smart AI writing software designed to enhance and streamline the text creation process by focusing on consistent text quality, readability, and inclusivity. It uses advanced AI to generate and improve text in real time. And this way it ensures that content is high on quality and also aligned with the target audience. By optimizing language and providing actionable insights, Textmetrics helps your user to save time and create engaging and effective content.
This is such a great mission, but with so many AI writing tools in the market, how do you manage to stand apart the competition?
So currently, as far as we know, we are the only software company to offer a personalized version of the software. So we integrate all branding rules and other specific rule sets of our customers and directly into the software. So we ensure that all data remains used. And we're based in Europe, which is also a big plus for our customers. And if there are some options that look alike, they are all from America, basically. So we are based in Europe and we prioritize the data protection. And additionally, our platform also supports multiple languages. It's also a lot of others don't. And to ensure consistency, we rely on our own data and algorithms, which guarantees that our results will always be reliable. So this means that unlike ChatGPT, for instance, everyone knows ChatGPT now. It can be used for creative inspiration, but Textmetrics consistently adheres to high standards. So you can rely on Textmetrics as a trustworthy source.
Let's zoom in to marketing strategy. With a product focused on B2B, I can assume that partnerships with different CRM, ATSs is one of the main things that you do in terms of marketing. Could you tell more about how do you establish partnerships and what challenges do you face on this path?
Yes, well, that is correct. We do have partnerships and we focus on ATS systems, so applicant tracking systems. We do this since a few years and we noticed we got a lot of interesting leads from them. So we do focus more and more on these partnerships. Primary focus is on recruitment and HR. So we can also do integration with CRM and CMS, basically the ATS. We often see recruiters that they write first in Word, then they upload it into their ATS, and then they need to share it with their managers or coworkers. And this process, can be very time consuming, of course. So that's why we came with a solution to have built-in integration with our software. For our partners, we just go to them and mention our solution for this problem. And from this, we just built a partnership where we do for marketing side, we just do a lot of blogs together, or we go events together, or we do webinars together. It can be a lot. It's just very nice. So we have partnerships over the whole world, big ATS systems.
It's great that you mentioned events because actually we met through your approach to collaboration with Mature, where I'm currently working as a head of marketing. You mentioned that you host and participate in events, which caught my interest. What is your event strategy and how do you benefit from it?
Well, so we noticed that events are very good for us to get leads. Just to have people to speak to in person, then they can understand more easily what we exactly do and also show them what we do. It just makes people get more enthusiastic about our product. Events are very good for us. Before AI and ChatGPT, it was also very hard to explain to people what AI is and what text generation is or text improvement. That's why the events are more crucial. And now, of course, more and more people know what it is. Now we're also shifting a bit to more digital marketing action, search engine advertising, stuff like that. But we still go to events to erase more brand awareness.
And when it comes to measuring success of events, which metrics do you use?
Basically, we just check how many people, how many people we spoke to. If we spoke to people and if they're open for follow up, so for demonstration of our product, the higher that number is, the more success.
So it's more like a brand awareness for you rather than lead generation, or both.
Both. So the people that we get, where we get the information from to contact them for follow up, those are the leads. And of course, we already spoke to them, so they're also high quality leads.
I noticed also that you are very active on your company blog. What other content strategies do you use to promote your AI product? And which of these strategies work well for you?
We primarily focus on identifying the target audiences and the platforms they use. So where are they located? What are they searching for? What do they need? And then we analyze how these audiences think, like what specific needs they have, want to be met. That means that on LinkedIn, for example, we choose a different approach than we do on TikTok or on Instagram or on any other platform. And right now, for content itself, we mainly use AI to write our text, and it's mainly Textmetrics, of course. But also, we like trying out new things, mainly for inspiration and also to be on top of things. So I think what's working for us is not really one strategy that fits all, but to stay on top of the trends and needs within our target.
I'm very cautious about using AI at scale in my content efforts. So it's about, possibility that in the future search engines may ban pages that are actively using AI generated content. And what is your take about using AI in content creation?
I understand your fears, and we think it's important to ensure that it's used safely and without, of course, infringing on any property rights. But we at Textmetrics are not afraid of using AI because we know that there's a right way to use it. It's always like a combination. It's not the right thing to only use AI for content creation, for example, but always use your human mind, of course. We, of course, recommend a check or something like Textmetrics can help with that. That's why we use it ourselves, especially for things like tone of voice, branding, DNI, but also fact checking, things like that. I understand that it can be dangerous, but it's all about how you use it.
You mentioned the right way to using AI in content creation. Maybe you have some suggestions for marketers to use AI safely.
Always have this extra check. Never just ask ChatGPT, for example, to write something and take that and don't change anything at all. Always look at it very critically. Make sure that you have a steady tone of voice for your own company or your own branding, which you can then add to a text. I would recommend to not just trust anything that comes out of AI, but also your brain while writing.
We already talked about events, content strategy, partnerships. What other strategies do you use in promoting your product that we are missing in our talk? Is there something special from you?
I don't know if it's special, but for us, it's very usual to use LinkedIn. That's an approach that we have already been using for a few years, and it really helps us very much with lead generation. If you already know that it's the right target group, we can contact them personally, and in that way, we can get a conversation and we can get in touch with decision makers. We get good leads from that. So we still do that.
What about cold outreach? Because from our experience in consultancy business, we noticed that this is not very effective strategy. But when it comes to SaaS platforms like yours, what is your experience?
So emails, we do not really use that very often. We tried cold calling for one. That's also not really working for us. The coldest way we do it is with LinkedIn, and that's worked well because it's more personal. As at least you see immediately the picture of the person that's talking to you. And we also do not approach very salesy. So we approach with, hey, we have a webinar coming up where this might be interesting for you, or we have an event, would you like to join for free? That's the way we start communication. And from that, we can go to getting a demonstration of our product.
You have only 2 people in marketing team, am I right?
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah. It's challenging to have all these marketing activities within such a small team. So maybe a piece of advice from you, how to manage such a huge amount of things within a team of 2.
A lot of planning, a lot of communication. And I also think that the main thing that works for us is actually letting go. So trusting each other that we're going to do the work and that it will get done and that we know what we're doing.
And also doing the things you love. So we've made a distinction in stuff that I like to do, and Rebecca does the things she loves to do.
As a wrap up, what is the main piece of advice would you give to marketers who promote AI products?
From our products, so with AI, we think everyone knows AI and everyone wants to use AI, but this is not the case. So it's still complex and very intimidating for a lot of people to use AI, to start using it. So it's just like in the old days when going from horses to cars. Then you first have to, of course, the first adapters, and then more and more people are going to use it. And we just need to keep in mind that not a lot of people want to use it yet. So mind the gap.
My advice would be that right now there's a lot of AI companies emerging, like new ones. It's very easy, I think, to set up a company based on AI, based on existing technology, which has also been challenging for us. But what I've learned mainly the past year is that it's very important to always keep your USPs in mind. What makes your company different and your software special and different from all of the other loads of AI companies emerging right now.
And in the end, I have 3 Blitz questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
If you had a marketing superpower, which one would you choose?
I think it's very basic one, probably. I would really love to make amazing content from scratch. So just that everyone is immediately amazed and impressed.
And for me, I think to be able to read the target group's mind so that you always know what they need and what they want and that you can just create that.
That's a very good one.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes.
I have heard this desire not one time, you know. Many marketers really want this. Yeah. The second one, what is your favorite marketing tool?
So for me, like I mentioned, we use a lot of LinkedIn, and for us, Dripify is a perfect tool for that.
And for me, very basic answer, just Canva. It's just so easy to create things. Like when I have an idea right now, whether it's just a basic setup that I want to create or the end products, it's so easy.
Yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love with it. What are your go-to sources for marketing inspiration?
Yeah, for me, it's very simple, just Google. So I Google a lot, Google the news trends. I Google if I inspiration for designs for events we go to. I just go to Google to get as many images as possible. And from that, I check what fits with us and what I had in mind.
And for me right now, it's TikTok. That's also because there's a new younger age group emerging within our target group right now. So I think that's where they are located in their free time. So why not hit them there? But on top of that, there's a really large marketing community on TikTok. So people sharing tips and tricks, just quick advice and it often inspires me.
It's an interesting one, all this, because this is something new for me. Always learning. Leontien, Rebecca, thank you very much for your insightful conversation. Thank you for your time. I assume that the best way to connect with you is through LinkedIn, right?
Or a website.
Okay. Okay. I will add all the links to the description. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Thank you.
Winning is crazy. Your opportunity, your opportunity.